It's your boy. Damn, we were supposed to see that. It's your boy, your favorite 1.2 million subscriber channel, Reddit McVodka. Instead playing Minecraft. Oh my god. The audio is deafening. It happened when I played Minecraft. The audio, when I was recording, would blow my eardrums out, but it was fine when I finished the video, so I don't know. Anyways, we're not playing Minecraft today. We're hauling big logs. I haven't made a Minecraft video in a very long time either. There's a lot of lore that's happened, a lot of things that need to be addressed, but not in this video. However, this is a successor to the Minecraft series. It's like it's part of the grander Minecraft cinematic universe, the grander Red Vodka cinematic universe, if you will. So they are required viewing to get the most out of this video, to enhance your viewing experience. Actually, I went back and watched those videos, and I made myself giggle a few times. I'm just a funny guy. But I said like 1 million times in every video. If like I had a nickel for every time I said like, I would have certainly more than one nickel. You know what I mean? Also, I have a fan running and glass on the table strategically placed so the vibration from my wheel will make them rattle. So if you hear that, I'm sorry, but I'm actually not sorry because I did it on purpose. Not for the video, but for my own my own driving pleasure. I just realized I'm going 30 miles over the speed limit. Since I am a top trucking expert, that did not affect me, as you can see. But I will slow down. I will slow down. I don't know. I'm laughing at none. None's funny. But anyways, I don't know. I had nothing to talk about. I had no topics. I was just hyping myself up watching my old videos and was like, damn, I kind of want to do that again. Also, because of my lack of confidence, I'm speaking well under my available audible range because I have roommates, and I don't want them to hear their cringe roommate making a YouTube video, even though I have 1.2 million subscribers, of course. Anyways, check this out. It's not my art, but I did make the truck skin. Since I'm a weeaboo, I can't have any game without some sort of Japanese gobbledygook or quote-unquote art involved. So let's take a look at my truck while I'm driving, and I'm sure this will turn out without a wreck. You see, we got the Attack on Titan right there. Yeah, got the cringe panel on the back, but the thing I liked is on the front. I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to get up there and show you, but you can kind of see it there. It's the Titans, the Transformers, if you will. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was cool, and that's why it's there. I've been wanting to make more, but I am affected with this health condition. Unfortunately, it's called being lazy, but we manage. Sorry if you heard that. I had to stay hydrated. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking in a voice. Am I like creating a fake voice to boost my confidence or something? Maybe it's some sort of mental game, or it might be because I'm high, honestly. I don't know. I'm just living. I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it to my destination. All these chemicals, you know. I'm doing my part. Doing my part in the nation. Anyways, I keep saying anyways, but I have no topic, so it's not like I'm actually transitioning into saying anything. But oh well. Oh, I don't think this truck shows you your fuel mileage, or your how many miles you can go in your gallon. Dang it. Now I have to actually try to put an effort. That's always an issue. Anyways, once again, instead of like I did in the previous videos, the Minecraft videos, it's gonna be anyways. That's gonna be the thing I say every other word. Anyways, like I was saying, anyways, like, dude, I don't even know. I kind of just want to stop the video now. I just don't know what to say. Let me think. Let me cook. Okay, we'll talk. We'll go into my weeb interests. The Attack on Titan. Fun fact. Fun little backstory. Reddit mid vodka lore drop. Sorry, I'm paying attention to the road because I'm a good driver. The first anime I ever actually watched, well, except I might have like caught glimpses of Naruto and Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid, like on Adult Swim. But the first one I ever intentionally tried to watch was Attack on Titan, and I got to I think like episode 2 or 3. Like I know exactly where I got. I think it's the end of episode 3. It's when maybe it's later than that, but it's when no, it's early. It's when Eren gets eaten after saving Armin, and as a little like 13-year-old who'd never seen any good shows or animes, you know, Family Guy. Well, I mean, Family Guy was good. Family Guy was about the only thing I watched. Rick and Morty, that kind of stuff. So I was just thinking, like, it was like weird. It was like too much. And then when Eren died, who was like the main character, I was like, oh, they're gonna do one of these little bait and switch things. Okay, I don't like this. And then I never like continued with it. But then, you know, years later, I actually turned against the weeaboos. I was the #1 anti-weeaboo crusader. If you like anime, you're probably gay. And actually, you know what? Honestly, that's just true. If you like anime, you're probably gay or live in your mom's basement or are obese. I'm one of those, but I won't say which one. So yeah. Anyways, there's another one. Another anyways. But years later, I watched the Netflix Death Note, and I know everyone shits on it, but I was watching that, and I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like, you just put names in this book, and they fucking die? That's crazy, dude. And I knew it was based on an anime, but I had no concept of the anime. I had no knowledge of the plot. I've seen memes that I didn't understand, like on iFunny. Like the fandoms would go wild back then, and they'd constantly post not even memes, just like clips of the show. So I saw Death Note, but I had no context. It was meaningless to me. But I started watching it. It was kind of funny, like seeing these memes, and I'd watch them in the show, immediately remember, and it would be like this flashback to being 14. I don't know if you hear that dog barking, but anyways, because I was probably like 18 or 19 when I watched that Netflix Death Note. I don't know. I could probably check, but I'm lazy. But anyways, I watched it and it blew my mind. I was like, okay, I know I hate anime. I know people who watch anime are losers, but this is kind of cool. Maybe it's the one good anime. And it's like, you know, it's that one time. It's like heroin. You know, it's like any addiction, really. It's just that one time, and then it's gone from there. I should have known, being an antisocial weirdo with nerd-only friends, that I would be addicted to it. But I was like, I thought I was safe. I thought I was different. But anyways, nah. After that, I was like hooked. I can't remember the exact next one I watched, but I know, like, I went through like a lot of the big ones, like Cowboy Bebop, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Samurai Champloo, Evangelion. I don't know how you say it, but yeah. So I went through all these like top shows, and I was just like digging them all. I became briefly like a true weeaboo, like like an anime because it's anime, like, because it's Japanese cartoons, it is 10 out of 10, which is understandable. Because when you start like looking at that and watching those, and you're like, man, these, like, why don't we have stuff like this? What do we have? Real Housewives of New York. No, I know there are some good Western animation shows, but not a lot. Like Teen Titans, that's fantastic. But there's not really that many of those. It was always little silly shows, which I enjoyed, the little silly shows. But anyways, there's another one. I need a nickel for an anyways counter. I'm actually gonna watch these videos to improve my speech patterns. That's what I'm gonna do. That's not autistic, right? Back to the anime topic though. So I watched all these big animes, and I was getting like obsessed with them. But you know, eventually it faded out, and I watched a couple shit animes. I started dropping way more animes than I was actually finishing, because I was finding that 90% of them are just awful. And then I just kind of faded out of it. So it's like, I'll watch something if I've been told it's good, if Add blue. What? Let's say add blue, or am I blind? I don't know what that means, but it did say fueling station, so maybe I'm just blind and it said fuel. Dude, I keep getting distracted by this game. Can't it just let me pause? Not try to make me pay attention? All that? Anyways, as I was saying, excuse me, I kind of faded out. I didn't really care about anime anymore. I knew there were some good ones, and if someone told me something was a good one and it like looked like something I'd be interested in, or the concept sounded vaguely interesting, I would watch it. Or usually if like my brother recommended something, I'd watch it, or at least give it a little test, like stick my toes in, so to speak. But I rarely watch anything, really. I usually just, if I do watch it, it's in the background and I'm putting as little attention to it as possible. That's why I usually just have YouTube on instead. Like my favorite yappers, favorite channels, like Dallas Med 65, who I do talk about a lot for some reason. But yeah, so recently, like actually either after I made those 10 videos or right before the Minecraft videos, I was watching Full Metal Alchemist for the first time, and it was one of those shows, you know, oops, maybe I'm not a good driver. It was one of those shows that I've been told to watch like 150 times, and finally I decided to give it a chance, and I was like, damn, I should have watched this when people said, because it's actually really good. And then recently it just happened with Attack on Titan. As you can see by my truck, I'm still well in the obsession. I already finished the show, and now I'm reading the manga. Oop, that was really tight. Is there no gas tank? Oh, I see it. It's over there. Yeah, I'm just gonna go around so I don't hit anything. But I watched Attack on Titan, and it blew my cock smooth off. It's just it's peak, and I'm like 100% a dick rider now. I've never had a show make me feel like one of those Reddit idiots who are like talking about media literacy and understanding media and all that like gay stuff. But it was like, all I want to do is like think about this show. It feels important. I can't explain it other than that. It's like, man, the story feels like the message is important. And like, I know like we're bombarded with so-called like progressive good messages like everywhere, but that's just gay propaganda. Let's just put it in clear words. This show, it was like, okay, this is like me, a devout racist, watch this show, and I can see, okay, I see what you're saying, anti-racist crowd. I'll consider. I'll consider your viewpoint. But it's not like racism bad. It's not like the whole show. It's very, very deep. Very compassionate in the way it shows the people, even like the cruel ones. And it, you know, it makes you think of real life. It like really reflects real life. And I think one of the big reasons it really like resonated with me is because just before I watched it, I watched like this 10-hour documentary about World War II, and then I was being like a little autistic about it. I've always known the basics of World War II, but never like went through, you know, looking at the generals and the battles and the, you know, whatever. And I was just like, damn, this is crazy. I should have like looked for like details later. And I even started playing Hearts of Iron 4. So I was in the World War II rabbit hole. And then I watched a show which has very like I don't know, it feels like very World War II aesthetic, especially the 4th season. And it's got kind of similar themes, like, you know, the concentration camps and all that. And it like, I don't know, it just hit different. I'm not a video essay guy, at least not yet. One day we'll see. I might be getting ready to jump off here in a second though, because I really I've just been speaking out of my ass. I didn't take a single second in thinking of what to talk about for this video. I was just like, I'll get my Kenworth W900 and take it down the highway. But I guess I did have some things to say. Let's I'm just racking my brain thinking if I can extend this artificially, waste your time more. But I got nothing. Alright. I'm out of here. Bye. Have fun. Actually, I don't edit this, don't intend to, so you're probably gonna watch me in the stream right now, the video, the recording. Bye.